Welcome to Money and Planet, the channel where finance meets sustainability. We explain how investments, policies, and innovations are transforming the global economy. If you're curious about green finance, blue finance, or sustainable investing, you're in the right place. Let's dive into the leaders of the green bond revolution. Imagine a world where your money doesn't just sit in a bank account, but actively helps fight climate change. Picture every dollar funding solar panels, wind farms, and cleaner cities. That world is here, powered by green bonds. These financial tools are channeling billions into sustainable projects. Today, we'll count down the 10 countries leading the way. Number 10, Canada. Canada's provinces like Ontario and Quebec issue green bonds for electric rail, clean buses, and resilient infrastructure. The federal government launched its first sovereign green bond in 2022, raising billions for clean tech. Pension giants like the Canada Pension Plan also invest heavily, signaling long-term institutional support. Canada's blend of public and private issuers shows how sustainability is becoming mainstream in its financial system. Even oil-rich provinces are now experimenting with green finance, highlighting a slow but important shift. Number 9. Sweden. Sweden pioneered green bonds in 2008 with the World Bank and SEB. Today, municipalities fund eco-friendly housing and energy-efficient schools, while companies like Volvo issue bonds for electric transport. Despite its small economy, Sweden's per capita issuance is among the highest globally. Its ambitious net zero 2045 target, coupled with strong investor appetite, makes Sweden a global role model. Green bonds here aren't just finance. They're part of a national identity focused on climate leadership. Number 8, Netherlands. As a low-lying country, the Netherlands uses green bonds to fund flood defenses, sustainable cities, and clean transport. Amsterdam aims for emission-free transport by 2030, supported by bond financing. Dutch sovereign green bonds are considered some of the most transparent, setting global standards for reporting. Their market shows how finance can directly address climate vulnerability. For the Dutch, climate resilience isn't optional, it's survival. Number 7, France. France issued one of the world's largest sovereign green bonds in 2017 and continues to lead. Proceeds finance clean transport, biodiversity, and energy efficiency. Companies like EDF and Engie issue regularly, powering Europe's renewable growth. France also pushes sustainable finance policy at the EU level, shaping continental standards. As part of the EU, France benefits from regional momentum, with the European Union itself now a giant green bond issuer under its recovery plan. Number 6. Germany. Germany's twin bond model, where every green bond has a conventional counterpart, boosts liquidity and investor confidence. Green bonds fund renewable power, hydrogen projects, and sustainable transport corridors. They are central to Germany's Energiewende, its ambitious energy transition. Germany's industrial strength helps scale innovations financed through these bonds. By linking climate goals with financial engineering, Germany proves that capital markets can accelerate national transformation. Number 5. United Kingdom. The UK entered the market in 2021 with its green gilts. These sovereign bonds finance offshore wind, flood defenses, and low-carbon transport. London, a global financial hub, also channels international capital into sustainable finance. Number 4. Spain. Spain is one of Europe's most active green bond issuers. Sovereign bonds and major banks like Santander fund solar farms, wind projects, and high-speed rail. Spain's abundant natural resources, sun and wind, make renewables highly attractive, and green bonds accelerate investment. The country's push to phase out coal by 2030 adds urgency and makes green finance essential. Spanish regions are also issuing more bonds, showing how decentralized finance supports climate action. Number 3. Japan. Japan supports corporate green bonds through government initiatives and subsidies. Projects include hydrogen fueling, offshore wind, and energy-efficient buildings. Corporations like Toyota and SoftBank use green bonds to fund electrification and digital solutions with lower carbon footprints. With a 2050 carbon neutrality pledge, Japan's market is expanding rapidly. Its blend of policy support and corporate innovation positions it as Asia's second-largest green bond issuer after China. Number 2. United States. The U.S. green bond market is vast, with states and cities issuing most of the volume. California, New York, and Massachusetts finance clean water, transit, and renewable power. With a net zero 2050 target and rapid growth in offshore wind, the UK is quickly becoming a global green bond heavyweight. British corporates and universities are also entering the market, showing how green finance is spreading beyond government. Number 1. China. China is the world's largest green bond issuer, funding solar megaprojects, EV networks, and pollution control. State-owned banks and corporations dominate issuance, ensuring massive scale. While standards once differed from international norms, reforms are aligning definitions with global frameworks. With a 2060 carbon neutrality target and vast infrastructure needs, China's green bond market is critical to the global energy transition. Its role shows how financial markets and government strategy can work hand in hand. Green bonds are transforming global finance by channeling capital into climate action. From Canada's clean transport to Spain's solar farms, each of these 10 countries is shaping the market in unique ways. Universities and hospitals also issue bonds for sustainable campuses and medical facilities. Corporates like Apple fund massive renewable purchases. Although no federal sovereign green bond exists yet, investor demand keeps the U.S. near the top globally. With trillions in pension and municipal assets, the U.S. has untapped potential to scale even further. Sweden pioneered the idea. France and Germany scaled it. The U.S. and China dominate with sheer volume, and smaller countries like the Netherlands showcase transparency. What began as an experiment is now a trillion-dollar market, giving investors both returns and measurable environmental benefits. Which of these countries surprised you the most? Did you expect China to top the list, or are you more impressed by pioneers like Sweden? And do you think green bonds are driving real change, or are they just hype? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Money and Planet for more insights on sustainable investing and climate finance. Together, let's follow the money and see how it can help save our planet.